Hi, fourth graders. It seems like you're starting 3-digit by 1-digit multiplication, and I saw a video there to help you, but I'm going to show you as well. It is extremely difficult to multiply when it's written horizontally, so you'll need to write it vertically on a piece of paper. And then I put the times 3 underneath. And I'll do 3 times 4 is 12, and you can't put two numbers down here. You have to put the 1 at the top and then the 2 in the ones place. So we already did this one. Now we're going into the tens place. So it'd be 3 times 1, and then you add 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And then 3 times 2 is 6. And so you can type your answer into the box. And put 642. And then you can go to the next one, and we'll erase. It says 536 times 4. 4 times 6, you start here in the ones place. 4 times 6 is 24. You have to put the 2 at the top and the 4 at the bottom. 4 times 3 is 12, and then you add 2 more, which is 14. 4 times 5 is 20, and then 1 more is 21. And so we're all finished there, and my answer would be 2,144. Number 3 says 478 times 2. We start in the ones place with 2 times 8. We're pretending we don't even see the 4 and the 7. 2 times 8 is 16. Since I can't write two numbers at the bottom, the 1 goes at the top and the 6 goes here. 2 times 7 is 14, and then you add 1 more, and that would be 15. 2 times 4 is 8, and 1 more is 9. And so you get an answer of 956, and you can type that right in the box. And then we're looking at number 4, and it says 622 times 5. You start in the ones place with 5 times 2, and that's 10. Remember, you can't write two numbers down here, so you have to put the 1 at the top and then here. 5 times 2 is 10 again, and then you add 1, so 10 plus 1 is 11. So I split the 11 like that. And 5 times 6 is 30, plus 1 more be 31. Now I can write both numbers down here because there's nothing else after the 6. So my answer is 3,110. Number 5. The question says 149 times 7. So I have 149 times 7. Remember, it's always important to put the bigger number on top. So I do 7 times 9, and that's 63. And then I'll do 7 times 4, and that's 28. And then you have to add 6 more. So usually you just count on. So you say 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I'll put 34. 7 times 1 is 7. And then 3 more you can count on. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I write 10. And so my answer is 1,043. And then we have number 6. $352 times 6. So we start in that ones place. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 5 is 30, but then we have to add 1. That's 31. 6 times 3 is 18, and then I need to add 3 more, so you count on. You 18, 19, 20, 21. Make sure we're writing the numbers correctly, and my answer would be 2,112. All right, let's erase this. And we're on to number 7. We're moving along pretty quickly. It's 436 times 9. I start in the ones place. 9 times 6 is 54. And I go to the tens. 9 times 3 is 27. And then I need to go 5 more, add 5 more. So I count on 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 9 times 4 is 36. And then I need to count on 3 more, add 3 more, 36, 37, 38, 39. And my answer is 3,924. All right, we can move on to number 8. Number 8 says 725 times 4. 4 times 5, I start in that ones place. 4 times 5 is 20, so I put the 2 at the top and the 0 here. 4 times 2 is 8, and then I add 2 more, 8, 9, 10. 4 times 7 is 28, and 1 more is 29. If you're struggling with your facts, you can always grab your agenda and use your multiplication chart. And if you're still struggling with your facts, you definitely need to get on reflex, because that'll help you start to learn them and memorize them. You'll definitely need that for 5th grade. That's super important. Number 9 is 297 times 8. So we'll start in the ones place. 8 times 7 is 56. Some of you remember your rhymes and times. 7 times 8, golly gee, $56 all for me. And then 9 times 8 is 72, but I need to go 5 more. I'm adding 5 to 72, so I count on 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77. 8 times 2 now, we're in the hundreds place. 8 times 2 is 16, and then I need to go 7 more, add on 7. So I'll count on from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And my answer is 2,376. Let's erase this. And I believe we can move on now to the word problems. Gianna is collecting bottles to bring to the recycling center. So far, she has filled 5 bins. Each one holds 234 bottles. How many bottles has Gianna collected? So if I'm thinking about that read, write, draw, I have 5 bins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I could do a tape diagram with 5 boxes. And then each one, that's clue right there, each one holds 234. So inside every bin or inside every box, I would have 234. I could add this 5 times, but it is much more efficient to just multiply. So I would do 234 bottles, and there were 5 bins, so I'm multiplying by 5. 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 3 is 15, and then I need to go 2 more, 15, 16, 17. And then 5 times 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11. And so my answer is 1,170. So it says, I'm going to write that in a sentence. Gianna has collected 1,170 bottles. And I can erase all this. And then we can work on the very last one. And it says, Ahmed volunteers to help animals at a pet shelter for 182 hours each summer. If he volunteers for 3 summers, how many hours will he have spent helping the animals? And again, I can do this as a tape diagram. I know that there were 3 summers, and each summer he spends 182 hours. So I could add that together, but it is much simpler and faster to multiply by 3, because it says for 3 summers, and each summer, 182 hours each summer. So 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 times 1 is 1, and plus 2 is 5. So my answer is 546 hours. So I'll type it in a sentence. Ahmed will have spent 546 hours helping animals. Remember, I'm using the same words right here that are in the sentence to design my answer. How many hours will he have spent helping animals? Ahmed will have spent 546 hours helping animals. And that should be it.